Hey guys, before we get into the meat of this video, let me just mention that I have an earlier video I released a couple of months ago with practical steps on how to get started with urban sketching. So you can see that here somewhere. If you want to check out some behind the scenes stuff, the sketches I'm working on, and more in-depth kind of monthly demos, then feel free to go over and check out my Patreon. The link is in the description below. In this video, we are going to discuss some more advanced ideas and strategies on how to take your sketching to the next level. So let's get into it. Okay, so number one, this is an easy start. List some of your favorite urban sketches. You have my permission to binge scroll Pinterest and Instagram. Make some notes on their styles and techniques. Maybe start a board on Pinterest of your favorite urban sketches. Or did you know that you can actually save pictures in little folders on Instagram as well? Failing that, you can always take screenshots and make a little folder on your phone, tablet or computer as well. I find having reference folders like these is a really good way to get myself out of a creative slump and re-inspired. Think about the sketches that you've selected. What do they do that makes them different? What materials are they using? What elements of their sketching style would you like to incorporate or try out? So my examples are Maru Godas. She uses very flat shapes and lots of layers and fun whimsical colors. And her style is so simple, yet just so much fun to look at. Another example is Felix Scheinberger. His style's so loose and effortless, scribbly pen lines and splashes of colors. He doesn't seem too concerned with art rules, and he creates his own version of the world, which that's what I really love about him. Lyndon Hayes uses two contrasting colors of ink to create line drawings, usually of London, and it's a style I personally have not seen done before, and to me that's his trademark. So feeding on from this exercise, tip number 2, choose an urban sketcher from the list and try to sketch like them. Choose another urban sketcher and do the same. You see where this is going. You could choose one sketcher per week or even just do a bunch over the weekend. And remember, this is an exercise. This is learning by doing. Absorb their style for a while, and when you go back to your own sketching, you may have picked up a few things from each sketcher which you may even subconsciously start amalgamating into your own style. I remember when I started to block in windows with a black brush pen and draw window frames over the top in white gel pen. I definitely got this from somewhere, from someone else. And I tend to do trees and foliage with a wet and wet style very similar to what I saw Alicia Aradia do. And I've tried painting skies in constrained shapes, which I tried out after seeing Danny Hawk's work. And I've also tried out some of Ian Fennelly's colour choices once or twice and incorporated markers in different shades of grey into my work, but like in a entirely different way to how he does it, but still inspired by his process, so more of that to come in a future video. It's fun to try out different techniques from different sources. As we know, it's very important never to directly copy someone and pass it off as your own, but trying out styles and techniques, blending them together or turning them into something different is actually innovation, and it's actually how a lot of creative works come into being. Treat this as a creative exercise, like playing songs by other people when you're learning an instrument. It's supposed to be fun. Okay, so number 3, try new materials. This is one of the easiest and most fun ways to push yourself in a new creative direction. Also, it feeds your art supply shopping addiction that you have. I see you, I'm also one of you. I've recently bought some gouache paints and I'm having a lot of fun with painting in a different way and the ability to paint light colours on dark colours. It's just really helping me flex some different skills. Also, as some of you may have seen from my previous video, I'm actually learning oil painting too, which is blowing a whole other door wide open. It's also good to invest in your craft. If you've not tried 100% cotton watercolour paper yet, maybe try it out. Maybe you haven't made the move to artist grade paints yet, so get a really small set and see what happens. For example, this Daniel Smith's Essentials set is a really good place to start, so I'll put the link in the description below. Challenge yourself to sketch in a different medium for a week. I love looking at sketches just done in a black marker pen, like these on the screen from James Hobbs or Rolf Schroeter. And at the moment, I'm actually trying to keep a whole sketchbook of just drawing with a pen, no watercolour at all, so just pen. If you're a Patreon, then you'll have seen my first couple of sketches so far, because I'm just releasing tiny little videos about them as I go. So it's so interesting to see how you draw and interpret things differently because of the restrictions or freedoms of a new medium. Okay, so number 4 is push your limits with different subject matters. What do you never sketch? What scares you? Do you never sketch people? Set yourself a challenge to sketch nothing but people for 1 whole week. In fact, there's already a challenge that exists on this very thing. I think it's every March, 1 week, 100 people that Mark Taro Holmes and Liz Steele run. I have the best of intentions to join this every year, by the way, and I never ever manage it. But, you know, maybe 2022 will be my year. We'll see. Do maybe cars terrify you? Then you guessed it, sketch 10 pages of cars and nothing more. And the only way to improve is to push yourself way out of your comfort zone. It's easy to say, I know that, but if you actually do this, because a lot of people don't, they just don't bother, but if you actually do this, you can push through any kind of comfortable plateau that you may have reached and really move forward. A fun thing to do is to make a whole series of sketches on the same subject matter. I really love these examples by Santi Salas that you can see on the screen right now. And finally, number 5 is take some courses. So I just launched my course, Sketchy Adventures. Enrollment is now closed, but having some structured projects to tackle along with new techniques to try can really push your sketching so much further. There are so many wonderful places to take shorter classes from a wide range of teachers. James Richards and Tio Chi are notable urban sketchers teaching over on Skillshare. Skillshare is like the Netflix of creative skills. Pay a small monthly fee and then watch and absorb as much as you like, and on anything, not just urban sketching. So check out the link in the description below for a free trial. I actually pay for the annual membership, and the price is just unbeatable for the amount of inspiration and knowledge I get on such a variety of creative subjects. Or there's Domestika, which I just cannot get enough of. They have the most amazing people teaching over there, and the courses are so excellently structured and produced as well, high production value. And you pay per class, but they always have amazing sales on, so you can generally buy a class for quite a steal, to be honest. I have not yet been disappointed with any of the classes that I've bought. You'll actually find some of my favourite urban sketchers teaching over there, so Lapan, Alicia Aradia, Felix Scheinberger, just to name a few. So check out the list of my current favourite classes in the description below to get a bit of inspiration. And finally, there's good old Craftsy. It's still the same content as it has been for years, but the platform is in revival mode, and the courses that they do have on urban sketching are from just some of the top names in urban sketching, and they're much longer and more in depth than the other platforms that I've mentioned so far. So I think they've got an excellent deal to sign up at the moment to stream as much content as you want. Again, they have courses on all kinds of creative topics, not just sketching and painting, but you'll find some of the best teachers in urban sketching over there. So Shari Blaukopf, Stephanie Bauer, Stephen B. Reddy, Mark Taro Holmes, really excellent instructors. So yeah, again, the links are in the description below. Take as many classes as you can, learn from everyone, do the exercises and experiment. Your sketchbook is your playground. Forget about anyone else seeing it, just go wild, let go and have fun. Once you really embrace this, you'll start to lose your inhibitions and the pressure that you put on yourself. Oh, and that pressure that you feel, that is created by yourself and put on yourself by yourself. So when I'm feeling too uptight and precious about my sketching, I go and absorb myself in the work of Felix Scheinberger, Inma Serrano, Maru Godas, Santi Salas, Paul Wang, just to name a few. But these particular sketches, they really inspire me to play and let loose. I actually have different sets of sketches that I like to look at their work for different purposes. But these ones that I've just mentioned, they're the particular ones that I always go to just to inspire me to play and take the pressure off myself. So anyway, guys, I hope this video has been really inspiring and valuable to you. Let me know what some of your favourite creative exercises are in the comments below this video. I'd love to check them out. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.